Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aries, November 8, 2022. You can feel quite motivated and directed today, ready to handle a problem hands-on. Learning new things about yourself or someone important to you is rewarding. Later today, Mercury in a minor challenging aspect with Mars can point to some frustrations brewing, particularly with a partner, family member, or friend. Consider both the benefits and challenges that impulsiveness brings to your life so that you are better equipped to deal with surprise elements coming your way. Still, don't accept rudeness from others, even if it's cleverly cloaked. Passive-aggressive behavior can be prominent right now, particularly in your social circle. Fortunately, your creative fire burns brightly today, and nurturing a person or project can be where you're shining. Lots of important cosmic goodies are being sprinkled upon your personal and romantic life. Mighty Jupiter, the great benefic that rules expansion, blessings, and miracles, is continuing his retrograde phase by revisiting your solar 8th house. This will bring an ability to review and revise your relationships, especially for those who are attached or married. As Jupiter moonwalks in your solar 8th house of intimacy and shared assets, you may be discussing what each of you gives and receives. Listen to each other, embrace the vulnerability in your connection, and see how you will feel closer than ever. Slip into your power during the final hours of the moon in Pisces. This is your time to feel absolute with your intuitive capabilities, loving nature, and creative investments. Luckily, this watery moon will burn up once Luna enters fiery Aries. When the moon is in Aries, it will form an auspicious trine to your sign, which will cause a blaze of confidence and assertion. You might feel more instinctual as you move forward in your professional journey, especially if you are making last-minute decisions to accept new opportunities or to go after something exciting. Before leaving your financial sector today, the moon will align with Jupiter for the first time since the planet of luck and expansion returned last week, but also for the only time while in retrograde motion. As well as creating the potential for some lucky hunches, this will give you a better read on the doors now open to the past, second chances, and untapped financial potential. The aspect of the day gives you needed assistance with the burden you carry about how it's all going to come together. The planets take the pressure off and say, just watch. That's what you must try to do this month. Just watch as life unfolds as effortlessly as it always has when you stay out of the way, that is. Do your part by eating right and exercising at least 3 times a week. Then let the celestial atmosphere work its magic. Consider forfeiting the social interaction today, in favor of some overdue paperwork. The vibration of this brings a great deal of energy to your thinking processes. Use this to examine your budgets, balance your checkbook, and get things in order. If you need to be more active, organize such things as your desk, closet, filing cabinet, or cupboards. You'll notice that you're far more practical in your approach and that things come much easier in this regard. Make the most of this opportunity today. The moon's return to an adventurous part of your chart today means that it will be here for the majority of the weekend, making this a case of good timing in more ways than one. On the one hand, this will make it easier to embrace the weekend spirit, while at the same time making it easier to keep your professional hat off, something that even the professional gods are encouraging. These adventurous lunar vibes can act as a buffer, ensuring you are ready to not only embrace the new working week but a potentially game-changing total lunar eclipse on the career front early next week. While Saturn is still barely moving after nearly 2 weeks in direct motion in your relationship sector, it will be a different story by the time the moon comes full circle from its recent visit. 2 days after the moon left and with any strong emotional responses dialing back, this has left you with a sense of direction but with the journey towards embracing the future still in its early days. Our eyes in the sky. The day's powerful influences tell us to slow down. It isn't just a race right now, it's a marathon for you to do and soak in the healing. The Scorpio sun isn't playing. It requires you to make your mental health a top priority. As the Scorpio sun aligns with the south node of destiny, there is an interplay of power and authority that just doesn't seem to let up. Bosses and colleagues could even try some moves on you that leave you shaking your head in disbelief. People in relationships are going to have to find ways to compromise when Venus and Uranus oppose each other. You can't take on everything yourself. Giving up your peace for the sake of someone else isn't going to remedy any situation. Sweeping things under the rug never served the greater purpose, but with Venus wanting to break away from the drama and noise, it could be a temptation for many. As you rest your head on your pillow, Mercury and the south node of destiny in Scorpio will blast open your psychic ability and empathic nature. This is a great time to connect with the other side, but it will be important that you set some emotional and energetic boundaries. Another helpful minor connection between Mercury and Chiron can provide some cosmic healing, allowing you to shake off any hurt from the past. This can help you quash any issues that have been weighing you down in the romance department. This energy is also perfect for addressing your financial situation. If you're due for a raise, now might be a good time to request one. The cosmic weather is quiet today until mid-afternoon, when the Aries moon aligns with Chiron, making us agitated. Present situations trigger a reminder of long-buried insecurities, causing us to shadowbox against a phantom enemy. The irony is that this enemy is ourselves. We are the ones who are subtly replaying past events and reinforcing our own trauma. Naturally, it is easier to blame an outside party for our troubles. Yet, the only way to face this foe now is through acceptance and forgiveness. We must stand toe-to-toe with our psychic aggressor and integrate it, not denounce it through avoidance or passive-aggressive behavior. Healing can only come through reconciliation. Shortly following this, Venus opposes Uranus in Taurus, stimulating surprise events in love and money. Uranus is the arbiter of change, but Venus in Scorpio prefers to maintain control. Although our relationships tend to be paths toward evolution under Scorpionic placements, we still must wrestle with our fixations, obsessions, and jealousies. We expect others to be loyal to us, and us to them, and so when conflict arises in intimate dynamics, it can come as a shock. Even more so, Venus opposite Uranus presages sudden, unexpected circumstances. An out-of-the-ordinary, mysterious stranger may suddenly enter the scene, throwing our predictable life into upheaval. We may realize we need more out of a current relationship, making requests of our partner that push everyone out of their comfort zone. We may even decide we don't want to be partnered at all, desirous of personal freedom. The best way to handle this transit is to be flexible. This is not necessarily an influence of breakups, although it can be one of testing the limits and toying with the idea of illicit behavior. Infidelity would not be tolerated now and could lead to a breakdown of trust and subsequent parting of ways. On the money front, be mindful that this is an occasion for both windfalls and sudden losses. Don't gamble with anything you can't afford to lose.